In the quaint town of Brooksville, nestled between rolling hills and dense forest, an aging mortuary stood as a sentinel to the town's history. The torchbearer of its eerie legacy was Mr. Oliver, the custodian who, upon his retirement, handed over the keys to James, a newcomer to Brooksville, entrusting him with the enigmatic mortuary. Mr. Oliver's parting words were veiled with mystery, warning James of the deceptive nature of the sights and sounds within the mortuary's walls. Undeterred, James embarked on his first night shift, navigating the labyrinthine corridors as strange whispers echoed through the silent halls. The clock struck 2 a.m., and a weariness settled over James as he drifted into half-sleep. From the shadows emerged a voice, a whisper that seemed to dance with the rustling leaves outside. Startled, James opened his eyes, greeted by an eerie silence. Attempting to brush off the spectral encounter as fatigue-induced hallucinations, James returned to the edge of sleep, only to be summoned once more by the haunting voice. This time, it beckoned from the heart of the mortuary, guiding him to a door that groaned open in response. As the door revealed the mortuary's interior, a blast of cold air engulfed James, accompanied by a persistent hum, like the distant wail of an ethereal wind. His eyes fixated on an open drawer, revealing a lifeless form within, a sight that momentarily sent shivers down his spine. Gathering courage, James closed the drawer and sealed the door behind him, retreating to the solitude of his car to charge his near-dead phone. The chilling night took an unexpected turn when a call from the main line illuminated the screen. Answering, James was met with the unsettling sound of old creepy voice, urgently requesting a blanket. The call abruptly ended, leaving James bewildered. Seeking solace and answers, James reached out to Mr. Oliver. The call was surreal, with Oliver echoing James's own fears and promising his arrival to unveil the mysteries within the mortuary. Days turned into weeks, and the routine of placing blankets and water bottles inside the mortuary became an unsettling dance between James and the otherworldly forces at play. The supernatural occurrences, once strange, morphed into an unspoken agreement between the living and the spectral. One fateful night, the mortuary fell into an eerie silence, disrupting the usual routine. Trusting his intuition, James decided to forgo the blanket and water bottle. At dawn, he received a call bearing devastating news about his son's deteriorating health. Returning home, James found himself drawn to an unsettling voice emanating from the kitchen. The source was the coffee maker, emitting a sound that seemed oddly familiar. Simultaneously, his phone rang, displaying a call from the same main line. Picking up, James was met with a voice that mirrored his own. Realization struck his actions in the mortuary were not mere spectating, but an integral part of a larger, supernatural tapestry. In a desperate attempt to alter his course, James retraced his steps to the mortuary. A call to Mr. Oliver confirmed his arrival, setting the stage for a confrontation with the inexplicable forces lurking within the mortuary's walls. As midnight approached, James and Mr. Oliver sat outside, a heavy tension lingering in the crisp night air. The voice echoed once more, and Oliver signaled James to stay seated. Minutes stretched into an agonizing wait as Oliver ventured into the mortuary. When Oliver failed to reappear, James, propelled by a mixture of fear and determination, ventured inside. The mortuary, once a familiar sanctuary, transformed into an alien realm. An open drawer revealed Oliver's lifeless form, a chilling reminder that what was seen and heard defied the conventional reality. The room resonated with a haunting roar, and to James's horror, he witnessed his own lifeless body in a casket. The sound intensified, drawing him into an abyss where the lines between life and death blurred. As the morning light broke, James found himself in the garden, his body discovered by the dawn. Yet, the mortuary's enigma endured. Oliver, still in search of a replacement, continued the cycle of inexplicable occurrences. The echoes of what is seen and heard persisted, weaving a tale of supernatural entanglements that transcended the boundaries of the living and the departed. The mortuary, forever a realm of spectral secrets, awaited the next custodian who would inherit its haunting legacy in the heart of small town.